crying. And I just, I don't, I don't even really want to specifically tell you guys exactly what's going on with me. I try to be, happy all the time, but and I try, I want this channel to be uplifting for people, but at the same time, I want to be as authentic as I possibly can be. Like I feel like a part of my life's mission, like a part of my life's purpose is to be as authentic as I can be. It's to be a truly authentic person and to wake other people up to being authentic people who are strong enough to let themselves cry when they need to instead of bottling things up and exploding. And you know what? I've been bottling things up, and today I'm exploding. And I just. I try to be a positive person and be happy all the time, but. And I try to give you guys advice on how to make your lives be happier. And that advice has helped me a lot. I am a happy person most of the time now, whereas before, like last year, I could not really say that at all. I was not a happy person overall last year. Like, I had so many issues with depression and anxiety, and I haven't really felt that like this depressed in a while. Um, and I just, I want to show you guys that just because I give advice, it doesn't mean that I don't go through any pain. And I know everyone. I'm just saying, like, I want to show you that, like, I'm not perfect. I haven't figured everything out. I'm not like some spiritual guru. Everything I tell you works, but I'm never going to be a totally perfectly happy person. And you know what? No one will ever be happy all the time. And, we can try to be, but maybe I've been unhealthy with it. Maybe I've been trying to be happy to the point where I've been just not really letting myself cry about things when I know I need to. I just, how when you're trying to think so positively all the time, and because the law of attraction is just always working. So I know that, like, as soon as I think a whole bunch of negative thoughts, they can easily manifest. After just 1 minute or so of thinking, you can have a manifestation about whatever you're thinking about for more than a minute. And, I mean, I guess it would not be like a huge manifestation, like a hugely negative manifestation, but I just, I try to stay positive all the time, and I bottle my emotions up. so that I can try to be happy all the time. But it's just not possible to be happy all the time, and I try to run away from pain as much as I possibly can, but it's I've been through so much. Like, I felt so much pain in the past year, few years actually, that I just try to not think about. I just try not to think about it. I just try to think about things that make me happy. But the pain is like always there in the back of my mind. And I try to, stay happy, but maybe I'm efforting too much to be happy, maybe I'm not really truly happy. I don't think I really am truly like fulfilled in my life a lot of times, unless I'm making unless I'm actually doing something that makes me feel fulfilled. Unless I'm making YouTube videos, or writing or watching a great movie or drawing or doing something that makes me feel, or reading, unless I'm doing something like that that makes me feel fulfilled. It's the in between moments when I'm not doing anything and, you know, it's just my thoughts, or whenever I'm not meditating, and I'm always meditating, and it's just, my thoughts. It's so hard to just be positive all the time. I feel like I have to work so hard at it sometimes. Not nearly as hard as I used to have to, but I still feel like I have to work so hard to stay positive. It's like I'm sick of having to do effort. I'm sick of it being work. I want to just be at a place in my life where I don't have to do spiritual work all the time, Like, I don't have to think positively. I just am positive. I just am thinking positively. I just attract positive thoughts all the time naturally. It's easy for me to just be happy. Like, I just am happy all the time, pretty much. Like, and then, I mean, no one's going to be happy 100% of the time. But I would like to have a life where I am happy like 97% of the time, you know? And then the other 3% can be, those moments of contrast and figuring out what we really want that we all need. But, like, I'm just sick of it having to be an effort. Like, I just want it to, I want the happiness I want my life to be so happy that it feels effortlessly happy. Like, I don't have to try to be happy. I just am happy, like, most of the time. Like I said, no one will ever be 100% happy. And we were not born on this planet to be 100% happy. At least that's what I believe. But I do believe that when we were born on this planet, we intended to be happy most of the time, you know? But it just, as soon as we get here and we, go through this life, it's so hard to not think about the things you want to change, the things you wish were different about your life. And I have so many things I want to manifest. And I know they're going to manifest, but sometimes I just get so impatient and sad and just depressed. And this is one of those moments. And I don't know. I just want to show you guys that just because I'm a spiritual, I guess, teacher, because, in the sense that I try to teach people the things that I know will work to make you happier overall in your life. I just I just want to show you that I have moments where I go through the pain and the depression and the anxiety. Like I've been, I've had clinical depression on and off throughout my whole life. I've had self-diagnosed clinical depression because I haven't even taken myself to a therapist to be diagnosed. Because, and I mean, I guess, I probably should have gone to a therapist by now. I just, I don't know. I don't want to go to a therapist. Only because I know that for me personally, when I talk about the things that make me depressed and anxious in a format other than like a video like this, it just makes me more depressed and anxious to focus on my problems. It doesn't really help me to talk about it more. I don't want to talk about what is and manifest more of the things that I want to be different. And I mean, but at the same time, do not want to, I do not want to discourage you from going to see a therapist if you have depression or anxiety or any other mental health issues. Like, you should go see a therapist. I'm just telling you my personal, like, what I want to do personally, because I know how I am. So I really don't want to tell you guys what's been going on. I'll be okay. I just can't tell you specifically, like, what I'm crying about because it's personal. And I don't want to reveal too much. Like, I want to. Honestly, I want to reveal everything, but I shouldn't. And I won't. Because it doesn't. Yeah. That's all I'll say. Okay. Bye. I guess, I just. I don't want to vent to any of the people that I know in my life. So I just make videos about it. It's just easier that way. Like, yeah, it makes me feel, you know, like I don't have anyone to vent to, but I do have people I can talk to. I just don't want to talk to anyone that I know about anything I'm going through that makes me feel this way. So, yeah, I look so gross. Yuck. I'm so sorry you had to see this. Gross. But I'm a human and humans have snot. So, if you're a human, you also have snot. Unless you're a reptilian, then maybe you have green reptilian snot. And you probably like to wear comfy clothes and live in a cave or something. And maybe your name is Mark Zuckerberg. Because he's so robotic. I'm telling you guys, I think Mark Zuckerberg might actually be a reptilian. But then again, I don't even know if I believe in reptilians. I mean, if you reptilians are real, then, I mean, come abduct me, you know? Come get me. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I think they're listening to me now. I'm just kidding. It's a joke, reptilian species. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Bye. I guess I'm in a better mood now. Okay. Bye.